This is a repair of an incubator. It's not turning on, or it's a bad connection. So when the power's on, there's no lights on. The display is showing nothing. So I'll be taking this apart and seeing what's wrong with it. So the first thing that you want to do is just take the electronics off. There's two screws at the top. And before doing that, I'm just testing the voltage to make sure it's getting some voltage. You can see it's 12 volts, so that's good. So maybe there's something wrong with the circuitry. So just removing those two screws so that we can get at the electronics. There's also two plastic screws that are holding the DC fan on because the incubator needs the air to blow around. I noticed that this circuit was kind of dirty, so I'm just cleaning up the PCB with some rubbing alcohol there. And I'm just testing a couple of the diodes just to make sure they're okay, and they turned out to be okay. And when I measure at the contact, you can see that I wasn't reading any voltage. So I know that either the issues with the adapter here or that connector. So we'll see but I'm still reading 12 volts there. I noticed that the pins were kind of bent in, so I bent them out, and when I put it in, it turned on. But if I gave the connector a little bit of a wiggle, the screen kind of went dim, and then it turned off. So I know that it's the actual connector on the circuit board. So I will be replacing that power connector. I'm using a hot air gun and just heating it up. This is the most easiest way to remove that because it has three contacts there. So after putting the hot air, it just falls right out, and I have a replacement, so I'll be putting it in replacement and seeing if this fixes the issue. After putting the connector back in, I'm just connecting it, and you can see if I wiggle it, the power is still on. And it's really important that the power doesn't turn off when the incubator is running, because that would, if you're trying to hatch eggs or what have you, you need to have the right temperature all the time. So making sure that this is working is really important. So just putting everything back in together, and that was the issue, just the power connector. And there you go. There you can see the temperature, and it has the days. This is a little incubator microcontroller with a little DC fan there. If this video was helpful, please like the video and subscribe.